वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। तू है अनाथ बंधु करुणा सिंधु, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव। तू है अनाथ बंधु करुणा सिंधु, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव। दुख और दर्द दूर करो, दुख और दर्द दूर करो, सुख का कारण दुख का निवारण, सुख का कारण दुख का निवारण, मैं क्या जानूं तेरी महिमा, मैं क्या जानूं तेरी महिमा, माया में आवे सब ही अंधेरा, माया में आवे सब ही अंधेरा, तू है अनाथ बंधु करुणा सिंधु, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव। जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसराओ, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसराओ, बंधन कोटि सूत्रास निवारो, बंधन कोटि सूत्रास निवारो, मैं क्या जानूं तेरी लीला, मैं क्या जानूं तेरी लीला, माया में आवे सब ही अंधेरा, माया में आवे सब ही अंधेरा, तू है अनाथ बंधु करुणा सिंधु, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, ओम नमो नारायणाय, 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां, श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं, नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं, शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं, सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः, समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं, नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं, सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः, भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः, स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः, व्यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः, स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः, स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. So in the first section, chapter 1, section 1, the glory of Brahmavidyā was mentioned. So Shaunaka approaches Angiras Rishi. There is a question, you should get the question by heart. Kasmin bhagavo vijñāte sarvamidam vijñātam bhavati. There are certain things which you should by heart. This is one among them. What is that? Knowing which everything else becomes known. So what was the answer? Two types of things are to be known. One is Apara Vidya, the other is Para Vidya. Para Vidya is all about that entity, that imperishable truth from which the whole world has come. So what is the sequence? From that Brahman, Annam. What is Annam? Avyakta Prakriti. From Avyakta Prakriti, Hiranyagarbha. From Hiranyagarbha, cosmic mind. From cosmic mind, Satyam, the five elements. From Satyam, Lokaha, worlds, all the 14 worlds. And from that, Karmasu Chamratam, means what? Karma. So see, karmaphala, that is literally an infinite loop. You perform action, then you get results. Then those results in turn again instigate you to perform action. Again you get results. So it's a cycle. Karma, karmaphala, sukha dukkha. From sukha dukkha comes ragadvesha. Ragadvesha again instigates you to perform action in favor of raga, against dvesha. What I like, I want to do. What I don't like, I don't want to. So again karma. So that is called as karmasu cha amrutam. Okay. So that is the sequence in which the world is formed. What is the purpose of this world? Yaha sarvajña sarvavita yasya jnanamayam tapaha. The purpose of this world is tapas. Everybody consciously or unconsciously goes through tapas. You see, in every tapas there is pain, isn't it? If there is no pain, you don't call it tapas. Tapas is always associated with pain, struggle. And that is why the pain which all the beings go through in this world, every being is going through pain. Plants, insects, birds, animals. So that pain is rewarded as higher evolution. No pain goes unrewarded. That's the law of this cosmos. So that pain that all these beings go through, it's a part of this jnanamayam tapas. Tapas is always associated with pain. Tapas is also associated with growth, evolution. Jnanamayam tapas. We gain the right understanding, the right knowledge. Till then this tapas will go on and on and on. Nobody can escape. So with this, the first section gets over. The second section talks about the rituals. So that philosophy has to be understood. What is the philosophy behind the rituals? The philosophy is only this: perform a ritual, get your desires fulfilled, and be happy. This is the essence of all rituals. So therefore, what is the philosophy behind rituals? fulfillment of worldly desires equal to happiness. So any knowledge related to that will come under Apara Vidya, inferior knowledge. You cannot say it is not a knowledge. No, it is a knowledge. Because you do a ritual with that particular mantra, do it properly, definitely results are going to come. Why it will come? Because it is said in the Vedas. It cannot go against. Whatever is said in the Vedas, they are all cosmic laws. A ritual is done properly, mantras are chanted properly, with faith it is done, definitely results are going to come. The philosophy is, I have a desire, I fulfill the desire, and then I become happy. There are all kinds of desires. So what is mentioned here is the desire for heaven. Because beyond that, there cannot be any worldly desire. You reach heaven and thousands of years you remain there, free from all kinds of worldly botheration. No old age, no death, no disease, no fear of any kind. So that is the most conducive environment. So what is the philosophy of Apara Vidya? Make your environment conducive and be happy. So such people are there in this world or not? In fact, all of us are such people only. See, when we talk in the language of rituals, we say, no, who is there, who is doing for Swarga and all that? But you understand the philosophy behind. All of us belong to this philosophy only. Make the environment, remember, body also belongs to environment. Body should be healthy, environment should be conducive, then I am happy. So what is the source of happiness? World is the source of happiness. So this is the philosophy of Apara Vidya. How you gain that happiness? There can be many ways. Rituals, one among many ways. But this is the philosophy. But for a beginner who is gross, who is materialistic, unevolved, this philosophy is encouraged. At least he will come out of his tamas, laziness. He will work hard. Karma jayohya karmanaha, Bhagavad Gita says. Compared to akarma, karma is far better. Even if it is selfish action, doesn't matter. At least he is far better than a person who is inactive. Selfish action is far better than inaction. So that is the philosophy which is followed in the beginning. Hey, Satyakama, the one who wants your karma to be fulfilled, to be seen true, do this ritual. And these rituals have the sanction of the Vedas. Do it. And those who do it properly, they will definitely reach even the highest state of Swargaloka. So after having glorified, now the next section is criticism of such action. Till now that was glorified, now it is criticized. So what we have to understand? So sometimes people say, what is this? Just now only you were praising it. And the next line itself criticism comes. So you have to understand, they are for different categories of people. So now, page number 42, verse number 7. Avahyete adhrudha yajna rupaha ashtadashoktamavaram yeshu karma etachreyo ye bhinandanti mudhaha jara mrityum te punarevapi yanti plavahyete adhrudha yajna rupaha ashtadashoktamavaram yeshu karma Etaccheyo yebhinandanti moodhaah jaramrityum te punarevapiyanti. Yes. Ete yajnarupaha plavaha adrudhaha. These boats, plavaha, these boats. So with this boat, we are trying to cross over the ocean of misery. So these plavaha adrudhaha, they are infirm. All these rituals are compared with boats here. Boat or ship. You are trying to cross over all miseries through this boat called rituals. So your criticism is they are adrudhaha, infirm. They will break on the way. As you are traveling, the boat will break. And what kind of yajna it is? Ashtadasha uktam yajna rupaha. Ashtadasha uktam, having 18 constituents. So what are the 18 constituents in this ritual? So it is said there are 16 priests, then Yajaman, and then his wife. So totally 18. So this ritual, it is infirm. Yeshu avaram karma. The entire ritual is based on this inferior karma action. So that ritual, which is supported by action, because ritual is nothing but action, karma. Now why is it called avaram karma? Avaram means inferior. Every action in this world is inferior because every action is limited. That is a defect of action. Limited by time, limited by space, limited by the ability of the doer, limited by the limitations of the resources. So many limitations are there. Therefore, any karma is avaram, inferior. How can inferior karma give superior results? That's the point. How can impermanent karma give permanent result? What I want is permanent happiness, not temporary happiness. If you are seeking permanent happiness, how can this impermanent karma, impermanent ritual, limited by time, space, etc., how can such a limited karma give unlimited results? And therefore, ye moodhaha, those fools. Earlier satyakama was the term used. Now moodha is the term used. Depending upon the qualification of the student, his names are given. Immature fellow, satyakama. Mature fellow, moodha. He is scolded. Fool! Ye moodhaha etat shreyaha iti abhinandanti. Those ignorant ones who consider this to be shreyas, ultimate good, iti abhinandanti, and thus take delight, te punaha jaramrityum evayanti. They will again come back. Where? Into this world. What is the nature of this world? Jara mrityu. Guaranteed. If you survive youth. Jara means old age. Mrityu means death. They will definitely come back to this world characterized by old age and death. Meaning what? They are not going to stay in that heavenly abode for a long time, because they have gone to this Swargaloka because of their karma. That karma is limited. How can that limited karma give you permanent spot in Swargaloka? Same concept comes in Bhagavad Gita, isn't it? Kshine punye se martya lokam vishanti. You go with your punya currency to the Swargaloka, and as you are indulging in all those pleasures, your punya currency, just by staying there, you don't have to even indulge. All your punya will be exhausted. Once punya is gone, you have to come back. That is what is being said here. Now, scolding continues for next two verses also. Strong scolding. Same scoldings are present in Kathopanishad also. Verses are almost same. Page number 44, verse number 8. Avidyāyāmantare vartamānāha swayam dhīrāh panditam manyamānāha janghanyamānāh pariyanti mūಢāh. Andhenaiva niyamānā yathandhāh avidyāyāmantare vartamānāh swayam dhīrāh panditam manyamānāh janghanyamānāh pariyanti mūಢāh andhenaiva niyamānā yathandhāh. So these people, what is their state? Avidyāyām antare vartamānāh, remaining in the midst of avidya, ignorance, meaning they are ignorant. But what do they call themselves? Swayam dhīrāha manyamānāha panditam manyamānāha. They consider themselves to be dhīrā, wise people. Panditam manyamāna, learned, very knowledgeable. But what is their actual condition? Avidyāyām antare vartamāna. Ignorant people considering themselves to be wise and learned. In the society you will find all such kinds of people, okay? Especially when you are coming for Gita class, study class, they will give you advice. So such people are being... What is their condition? Janghanyamānāha pariyanti mūಢāh. Such ignorant people, they themselves are miserable. Janghanyamānāha means what? They suffer throughout their life. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, this is the suffering. And so many other sufferings also. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, that is also suffering only. Suffering due to various desires. Janghanyamānāh. Pariyanti mūఢāh, they go round and round, round and round. So what is this round and round? Birth, death cycle. Pariyanti mūఢāh, their condition is andhenaiva niyamānā yathandhāh. Their condition is they are like blind, led by the blind. They don't study any scriptures, but they consider themselves to be wise. They give advice to others also. They try all their ways to discourage people coming for such classes. And what is their life? Full of misery. But they will advise you. They consider themselves to be wise. So here, what is wisdom according to them? Make yourself comfortable in this world. What is the way to be comfortable in this world? Earn wealth. That is the first thing. Most important thing. Life must be dedicated to earn wealth alone. Once you have a lot of money, then you are successful. Then you are respected in the society. So therefore, this is the way. And fulfill all your desires. Comfortable life, convenient life. This is the way to happiness. Anybody who is deviating from this path, they will come to advise you. Right. Next one also we will see. Verse number 9, page number 46. Avidyāyām bahudha vartamānāha vayam kritārtha ityabhimanyanti bālāha Yat karmino na pravedayanti ragat tena turakshina lokascha vante avidyayam bahudha vartamanaha vayam kritartha ityabhimanyanti balaha yat karmino na pravedayanti ragat tena turakshina lokascha vante. Yes. So these people are blind. Andhena niyamana yathandaha means what? They are blind. They are led by the blind. And they say, I know the path. Come, follow me. Andhena niyamana yathandaha. Why are they called blind? They are called blind because they don't have the knowledge of the scriptures at all. So here chakshu is jnana chakshu. Shastra chakshu. Unless you study the scriptures, you will never know what is the purpose of life. You will misunderstand the purpose of life to be settling in this world comfortably. And after death, go into Swarga. This will be your understanding. If at all you believe in Swarga. Okay. Nowadays such people are also rare. So, people who don't have any idea about scriptures, according to them, successful life will be to settle in this world comfortably. And according to them, what is moksha? Death of the physical body is moksha. This is the materialistic standpoint I am saying. So all those people will come under this only. Materialistic people. So what are they called? Avidyayam bahudha vartamanaha. Remaining in ignorance is various ways. Completely ignorant about themselves, jiva, ignorant about the world, jagat, and ignorant about God. Jiva, jagat, Ishvara. Ignorance in all ways. And what is their opinion? Vayam kritartha. We are fulfilled. Iti abhimanyanti balaha. Balaha means what? Upanishad call them balaha. But what do they call themselves? Panditaha. Small children. What is the characteristic? Now don't say innocence of small children. See, according to the context you have to bring the... So what is the characteristic which is compared with children? Small children, they don't have any knowledge about anything. And always they land up in trouble. Somebody has to be behind. Because the jnana chakra is not there. Whatever I see, that is true. So the small child will go and catch a snake also. Put its finger into that running fan also. Socket is there, put the finger into that. Electric socket. All dangers. Why? Knowledge is not there. Andhena niyamana yathanda. Anything externally attractive, the child is attracted to that. Not knowing the inherent dangers. And moreover, the child doesn't ask, shall I touch? No, goes as though it knows everything. So that is why they are called as bala. Childish. Bala. So, such people are called karminaha here. Yat karminaha. So what is their philosophy of life? Work hard. Fulfill your desires. Fulfill your what desires? Not spiritual desires. Worldly desires. And be happy. World is the source of happiness. Lot of money equal to happiness. Very good family equal to happiness. What else? Lot of worldly indulgence equal to happiness. So this is their definition of happiness. And this is their purpose of life also. Live as much as possible, as long as possible. Indulge maximum. So what is the equation of happiness? H equal to desires fulfilled by desires entertained. So what do they try to do to maximize H, happiness? Increase the numerator. Gurudev's book you must have found this. Maximum try to fulfill all your desires. Don't pay much attention to the denominator. Desires entertained. Maximize the numerator and be happy. So this is their philosophy. So therefore, yat karminaha na pravedayanti. That truth which these karmis will never be able to know. Because their minds are fully agitated because of so many desires. Their mind is not peaceful. Their mind is not concentrated. So therefore, the greater truths of this world are always hidden from them. Like the blunt, what you call, the blunt pointer cannot pierce. In the same way, the blunt mind filled with desires, agitations, etc. cannot pierce into the reality of life and see the truth. Is their mind blunt? Ragat, because of so many attachments. Their happiness is coming from the world, so they are fully attached with the things, beings and situations of the world, and these attachments create tremendous amount of agitation. In such a disturbed, agitated mind, truth will not be revealed. These people who do all these kinds of ritual to go to Swargaloka, etc., tena aturaha, they become afflicted with sorrow. Kshinalokaha chyavante. Even though they may reach the Swargaloka, etc., once all the punyas are exhausted, they come back. Next verse, 10, page number 49. Same line of thought. Ishtapurtam manyamana varishtham nanyachreyo vedayante pramodhaha nakasya prishthe te sukritenu bhutva imam lokam heenataram va vishanti ishtapurtam manyamana varishtham nanyachreyo vedayante pramodhaha nakasya prishthe te sukritenu bhutva imam lokam ishtapurtam manyamana varishtham. They consider this as the highest, varishtham. What are they? Ishta and apurta karma. So ishta karma means sacrificial acts. All these rituals to fulfill one's desires. That is called as ishta karma. And then apurta karma. Charitable acts are called apurta karma. Digging the well, building schools, hospitals, charitable acts. So according to them, this is ultimate. This is highest. Give some dhanam, do some charity, and out of that gain punya, and then go to Swargaloka. That is the highest. Varishtham manyamana. Pramudhaha na anyat shreyaha iti vedayante. Pramudhaha. Not just mudhaha. They have taken a PhD degree in. So these people, na anyat shreyaha iti vedayante. They consider this as the highest. There is nothing else. There is no other higher purpose in life. They are firmly convinced. So what happens to them? Te nakasya prishthe sukrite anubhutva. So enjoying the heights of heaven due to their good karmas. What happens after that? Imam lokam heenataram va vishanti. They come back to this world, or possibility is there. Heenataram lokam vishanti. Maybe even inferior worlds also. There is no guarantee that they will come back to this world. So here, such karma kandis are criticized. Okay, on the other hand, so comparison. On the other hand, the spiritual seekers, how they grow and evolve. See verse number 11, page number 52. Tapashraddheye hyupavasantyaranye Shanta vidvamso bhaikṣacharyam charantah Suryadvarena te virajah prayanti Yatramritas sapurusho hyavyayatma Tapashraddheye hyupavasantyaranye Shanta vidvamso bhaikṣacharyam charantah Suryadvarena te virajah prayanti Yatramritas sapurusho hyavyayatma. Yes, on the other hand, true spiritual seekers, what is their condition? They are vidvamsaha. Vidvamsaha means they have the knowledge of the scriptures and accordingly they live their life. What kind of life do they live? Tapaha shraddhe. There is shraddha, faith in the scriptures, faith in the teacher, in the teaching. And now their life is full of tapas. Tapas. Control of the sense organs, the mind, disciplining the sense organ, that is called as tapas. What is the condition of the other person? Indulgence is happiness. Here it is, discipline is happiness. See the opposing philosophy. One says indulgence is happiness, the other says no, disciplining is happiness. Sense control is happiness. One person lives in Swargaloka amidst all comforts and conveniences. Where is this person staying? Upavasanti aranye. Aranye means what? Forest. You see the opposing thing. Both of them are striving for happiness. The worldly person also and the spiritual person also. Path appear to be so opposite. One says indulgence is happiness, the other says discipline is happiness. The one lives in Swargaloka, craves to be in Swargaloka or a conducive environment. Here the person is staying in Aranya. Aranya means what? In solitude. Solitude. A worldly person is miserable in solitude. Spiritual person is blissful in solitude. See the difference. Shantaha. For a worldly person, shanti is boredom. It is the silence of the cremation ground. Even the silence of ashram is like the silence of cremation ground for the worldly people. Here, that person enjoys shanti. At the state of mind also, this person is filled with worldly desires. Mind is full of ashanti. Here the person's mind is peaceful. Here, the person works hard to make the environment conducive. What about this person? Bhaikṣacharyam charantah. Whatever comes, I am happy. Bhaikṣacharyam charanta. Literally it means going for bhiksha. But what is that state of mind? Whatever comes, agate swagatam. That is called as bhaikṣacharya. It's a attitude towards life. Cheerful acceptance, prasada buddhi. One person goes out to change the environment, the other person learns to be happy in whatever environment he is. Bhaikshyacharya. So such people, what happens to them? Suryadvarena te virajaha prayanti. Because of this lifestyle of theirs, lifestyle of sadhana, what happens to them? Virajaha. Virajaha means what? Raja means impurity of the mind. Viraja means their mind becomes extremely pure and they prayanti, depart. Departing through which way? Suryadvarena. Traditionally the meaning is Uttarayana Marga. Suryadvara means what? That path, Dwaram is a path. That path which is well lit. Well lit means what? By sunlight. Meaning very clear. Not hazy. The path is very clear. Why the path is very clear? The path is very clear because the path is lit by the spiritual knowledge. Therefore everything is clear. Wherever there is light of knowledge, everything is clear. Wherever there is darkness of ignorance, nothing is clear. That's the point. Suryadvarena te viraja prayanti. They depart. And where do they reach? Yatra amritaha sa purushaha avyayatma. They reach that immortal being, Amrita Purushaha, that imperishable being, Avyayatma. They reach that supreme being. So see the two paths. Path of a sadhaka and the path of a worldly person. Two different paths, opposing to each other. One is the path of Shreyas, the other is the path of Preyas. So in the scriptures, there are so many terms used. One term is, so as we have seen, Apara Vidya, Para Vidya. Another term is Karmakanda, Jnanakanda. They are all same thing. Veda Purva, Veda Anta. That Veda Anta becomes Vedanta. They are all different names. Path of Preyas, other one, path of Shreyas. They are all different names. It is the same thing. So here, that path is glorified. Oh Guru, please tell me, why did this person, what is that philosophy because of which he has taken this path of sadhana? What is his understanding about the world? So that comes in the next verse, a very famous verse of Muṇḍaka Upanishad. Verse number 12, page number 54. Parikshya lokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedamayan nastya kritah kritena tadvijñānārtham sagurumeva bhigacchēt. Samitpāniśrotriyam brahmanishtham parikshya lokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedamayan nastya kritah kritena tadvijñānārtham sagurumeva bhigacchēt. Samitpāniśrotriyam brahmanishtham. Yes. What is the way in which a wise person thinks? So here Brahmana is the term used. A person who is fully qualified to gain the highest knowledge. Such a person is called Brahmana. Brahmana means Brahma Janati iti Brahmana. But the one who is qualified to know that Brahman, such a person is called a Brahmana here. So what is his understanding of the world? Parikshya lokan. He has done the pariksha of the loka. Pariksha means what? Examining, experimenting. Whatever is there in this world, he has done. And he has seen all the possibilities born out of karma. Karma chitan, born out of karma. What is born out of karma? Lokan, all the kinds of worlds, possibilities, whatever karma can give you, action can give you. Such a person, after having examining the worlds born out of action, what should happen to him? Nirvedam ayat. May he become dispassionate. Why? Nasti akrutaha krutena. This is his understanding. Nasti akrutaha krutena. So here Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji takes in two different ways. He says, akrutaha nasti krutena kim. This is one. Second one is, akrutaha krutena na asti. Anyway, don't worry, just technical thing. So, the point is this. All the action that we do here, it is limited action. So what will we get through limited action? Limited result. So what will be the happiness gained by limited result? Limited. Whatever you gain in this world is going to be limited. It is going to be impermanent. Krutena kim? Then what is the purpose of performing action? Whatever I gain, I am going to lose. You got it? It is a very despondent state of mind. Any intelligent person who is living in this world has to become miserable. If you are happy in this world, there is some problem with you. Your thinking is not right. Because the world is full of sorrow. That is the whole meaning. Nirvedamaya. There is no purpose for which I have to do any action. Because whatever I do, result is going to be impermanent. Impermanent thing cannot give me permanent action. Krutena kim? Why should I act then? Why should I perform action? Everything in this world, akritaha na asti. There is nothing which is not gained by action. Means everything is gained by action. So everything in this world is impermanent. Why should I go after this impermanent thing? That very inspiration to put forth effort is not there. Suppose you are told, you will be given a profession. After 5 years, whatever you have earned, it will be taken away from you. Will you be inspired to work? This is called as a sensitive mind. Ability to pierce through the reality of life. Akritaha krutena na asti. This is his conclusion. Anything gained by impermanent action has to be impermanent. If at all there is something permanent, it cannot be gained by impermanent action. Think over. If at all there is something permanent, can I get through impermanent action? Can impermanent action give permanent result? Impossible. So therefore, all actions are futile, useless. If at all there is something permanent, it has to be known. It has to be gained through knowledge, not gained through action. Did you come to this conclusion? Did you understand this conclusion? A lot of thinking is necessary. If there is something permanent, how to gain it? It has to be gained through knowledge. You should know that such a permanent thing exists. It cannot be the result of impermanent action. Therefore, vijnanartham. See the conclusion. Everything in this world is impermanent. Impermanent thing cannot give me happiness. If at all something can truly give me happiness, it has to be a permanent thing. But what that permanent thing, I don't know. So I must know. So whom should I approach? The one who knows. Tad vijnanartham sagurum eva abhigachet. This is called as right thinking. This is called as jnana tapas. How to think? We think thinking is easy. It is not. Doing is very easy. Thinking is very difficult. This is not karma tapas. Earlier karma kanda was karma tapas. Know a little and then do or do. Here there is no doing. There is only knowing. If there has to be something permanent. In fact, he must have seen so many people happy. Wise people happy. That jnanis, mahatmas. So definitely they must have gained something permanent. Because unless they have gained that permanent thing, they cannot be happy. The very fact that mahatmas, nandati, nandati, nandati eva, that shows they have gained something permanent. So therefore, if I have to gain that permanent thing, action is not the way. Knowledge alone is the way. And how to gain that knowledge? Tad vijnanartham sagurum eva abhigachet. Now he knows the glory of that guru. So therefore, samit panihi, carrying samit, sacrificial fuel. In those times, that was the traditional way of approaching a guru. The sacrificial fuel is carried, meaning I am ready to serve you. With all humility, surrender, reverence, with that bundle of sacrificial sticks. Samit panihi gurum eva abhigachet. So who is that guru? So guru's qualification is also given. Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. That guru who is Brahmanishtam, firmly rooted in that reality. Brahmanishtam. Not only he is rooted in that reality, not only is it his direct experience, Shrotriyam, he is also well versed in the scriptures, so that he is able to communicate that knowledge, the path, to the disciple. So both are necessary. Knowledge of the reality and the ability to teach. Ability to teach comes when he has the knowledge of the scriptures. Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Very famous verse. So what is the first step? Pariksha is the first step. And that's why we are going through all these life's experiences. Finally, what should be the conclusion of all life's experiences? I cannot be happy in this miserable world. That is a qualification. That is called as sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. In this miserable world, I cannot be happy. I may attain any position. Even Indra's position also is not going to give me happiness. Have you come to this conclusion? This is the first qualification. The rest, everything just follows. So this is called qualification of dispassion. This world is a slaughterhouse. We are just waiting in queue. Every day slaughtering is happening, but an insensitive mind thinks that, I will not be slaughtered. Arey bhaiya, you are in the queue. Today this person, tomorrow that person, day after tomorrow I. Have you seen this goat in the slaughterhouse? His friend is butchered, skinned and hung in front of this fellow. And this fellow happily looks at it and munches that green grass without any disturbance. You understood? That is our condition. Insensitivity. Every day people are dying, but still I never think, or that very thought should create shudder. My God, a time is going to come when I am also going to die. I will also become old, sick, and death is going to come. What am I doing? And comfortably, we go for picnic, we go for eating out, chatting out. You understand? This verse is very, it wakes you up. Nirvedamayat. That is the qualification of gaining this knowledge. You are miserable. Nothing is giving you peace. The example given is like jata on fire. Your jata is on fire. Somebody put some petrol and what will be your condition? It's okay, 5 minutes I can wait, let me finish my tea. Parikshalokan karmachitan nirvedamaya nasti akritakriti. There's no purpose in doing anything in life. Everything is finally leading to misery alone. That fellow is miserable. When you have attained to that state, know for sure you are going to gain the knowledge. To such a student, how should be the attitude of the teacher? That is the next verse. Verse number 13, page number 59. Tasmai sa vidvanupasannaya samyak prashanta chittaya shamanvitaya yenaksharam purusham veda satyam provachatam tattvato brahmavidyā tasmai sa vidvanupasannaya samyak prashanta chittaya shamanvitaya yenaksharam purusham veda satyam provachatam tattvato brahmavidyā. To that student, now what is that state of that student now? So many adjectives are given. Tasmai upasannaya samyak, who has approached the teacher in the right way with all humility and reverence. Upasannaya samyak. What is his state of mind? Prashanta chittaya. His mind is absolutely peaceful. Arey, before gaining the knowledge itself, his mind is peaceful. So here it has to be understood. What kind of peace it is? Prashanta chittam doesn't mean the state of fulfillment. It means that mind is not at all attracted to sense objects. With respect to attraction towards sense objects, it is peaceful. Because he is seeing only poison. Vishayan vishavatyajet, it is said. He is not seeing Vishaya there, sense object. He is seeing only Visham there. Poison is sweet, but he is not seeing the sweetness of the poison. He is seeing the poison in the poison. Right vision. So in that sense, his mind is prashant. Not at all attracted towards any of the worldly glitz and glamour, worldly attraction. His mind is peaceful. Prashanta chittaya shamanvitaya. Senses are totally totally under his control. Because his understanding is very clear. Any indulgence will only give me more trouble. That is the expression of vairagya. So to such a person, when Guru sees such a qualified student in front of him, savidwan provacha. So here Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, prabruyat. May the teacher teach such a student. Immediately this knowledge should be given. Savidwan provacha. Tam Brahmavidyā. That Brahmavidyā should be given because he is the right kind of person who will benefit from this knowledge. That knowledge, yena aksharam purusham satyam veda, by which he will come to know that great truth. That knowledge by which he will come to experience that imperishable supreme being. May the teacher give that knowledge immediately. So with this, we finish Iti Muṇḍakopaniṣadi Prathama Muṇḍake Dvitiya Khandaha. Prathama Muṇḍaka Dvitiya Khanda is over. 1.2 is over. Now it is 2.1. So now the student is ready. Teaching is going to begin. Take off. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaः Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Nasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om.